Welcome to Confirmation Class's Poverty Encounter. We have created a model to mimic the unfortunate situation of those living in garbage dump communities all throughout the world. Garbage dump communities are the communities that rely on the world's garbage dumps to survive either by working or living within them. Families and even children spend their lives combing through the garbage by hand and finding individual items to sell or keep. This is a dangerous lifestyle, for working in garbage dumps puts individuals at risk of extreme weather, malnutrition, lack of sanitation, lack of proper shelter, lack of health care, and few employment opportunities elsewhere. Children must sacrifice their education in order to help their families scavenge for food. Without education to help them receive a diploma and to get a better job, families end up getting stuck in a cycle of poverty for generation after generation. More than 15 million people are estimated to live and work in garbage dump communities, and nearly all garbage dump community members live on less than $2 a day, putting them below the United Nations line for extreme poverty. Mr. Seng, one of our parish members, has spent his childhood playing near a dump site in Macau. Mr. Seng, please tell us about your experiences with the conditions of garbage dump communities.
My experience with the garbage dump. When I was young, I'm living in a place which is not very wealthy, but it's not very bad. Okay, but we do have a place when I was young that where we're next to my neighborhood, where there's a place where people just dumping a lot of garbage on the floor. And then we started having like homeless people that would come in the dump site and start picking up trash because that's how they live for the day. And then as the more people dumping more trash and more people coming for picking up, and there's some people start to making a dump site houses, like the place where they can stay in there and just easier for them to actually pick up trash every day. So when I was growing up, we have like 4 or 5 friends. We'll go to the dump site and then we start like finding treasure, what do we call it? So we're just looking for toys or anything like that. So and then slowly we start like interacting with the kids in there, which they live there, and every day they basically go around the dump site to try to find something which is valuable and try to sell them for money. And then it turns out we found out like, later on that they actually depends on those trash, how much they get to actually buying their food. It's not like they can buy toys or anything like that. So and then afterwards, most of the time we help them to pick up the trash. We find anything valuable like bottles, plastic bottles or garbage board or anything that we can sell. We just help them out pick it up at the time where we try to search for our treasure, toys or anything like that. So that's my childhood when I was growing up. And I remember one time is when I was when we go the same times where one of the boy come out saying that his sister haven't eat for like a day, so she's very hungry. So we know that so they must be cannot find a lot of trash, couldn't make a lot of money. So we decided to help them out to try to find the stuff that we can sell, so they can turn their money. So what we did is not only on the dump site, we searched on the dump site, but also we're going out on the street to the garbage bin on the street and try to find anything like a bottle, like glass bottle, like the board or anything that we can sell. So we're just trying to collect them. I remember pretty hard that we at the end we collect about like a 20 or 30 some glasses bottle. At that time, those soda, the bottle, you can return it on the store, then you can have the money back. It's for the recycling, and that money is good to buy like a breakfast at that time. So we start like collecting them, return, get the money from the store, and then buy some food and then bring the food back to her sister. And I remember his sister is like very happy where they have like very good food for them. Okay, so they haven't had that much good food before. So it is really this is one of the things that I remember pretty hard during that time. When I was like paying in the dump site is one of the big great things. So yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Mr. Seng, for sharing your story. After you finish observing the exhibit, we hope you are touched by what you see and that your eyes have been opened to the conditions that some people still live in, especially during this Lenten season. Please keep the families that are stuck in this unfortunate situation in your prayers. Thank you.